Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally doing Christmas in July. This is my first time doing it. I'm so excited. I have prepared for you 5, maybe 6. There is one that has 2 projects. Projects that are very, very simple to make, yet elegant, timeless, and I really, really hope you will like them. So let's go ahead and get started. Christmas artwork. Okay, for this one, I'm taking 6x8 canvas from the Dollar Tree. I previously used it, that's why I didn't show how I unpack it. And I'm taking just a regular black acrylic paint, and I am giving this frame a really good coat. I wanted it completely covered. After it was all dried, this is how it looks like. Now I'm taking some craft paper. This is a little bit harder, and has a little speckles on it, very, very cute and very festive for Christmas. And I am tracing it, and that's going to be pretty much the backing of this frame. So after cutting it out, I will hot glue it to the back of my frame. After it was all hot glued, this is how it looks like. And now I'm going to take these sticker letters from the Dollar Tree, and I'm kind of measuring to see where I'm going to position them. And I'm just spelling out fa la 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 la. And I first just put them lightly to be able to move it if needed, and when I was happy where it was, I just press it down. Now let's go jump immediately to the second part of this project, or actually second project. I put them together because they actually go together. So I'm taking 5x7 frame, taking off the canvas part, and this frame was very rough when I opened it. You never know what you're going to get when you open Dollar Tree frames, so I sanded it a little bit, and also giving the same black acrylic paint one good coat. When everything was dry, I'm taking the same backing, or actually the same craft paper for backing, tracing it and cutting it out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take that backing and take a black craft paper, and I'm gonna measure it to know how much I want that black paper to be. So pretty much what I wanted it to be like at least inch smaller than side, so I wanted it to go in the middle, but I ended up actually with 2 inches smaller on top and the bottom. So I think it was 3x2. And now I am actually drawing a Christmas tree. So I'm just using a ruler, freehanding it and cutting it out. And when I cut it out completely, this is how it looks like. It is super cute. And the only thing left to do is to assemble the frame. So putting the white on the back of the frame, and then after that I am gonna use a tacky glue to put my black creation on the top of this, in the middle of this white paper, in the middle of the frame. And after that, this project will be complete. So now I'm going to show you both of these together, how they look like. Guys, I really, really like it. This is so elegant, so timeless, beautiful, and these two are definitely going to find a place on my shelf for this coming Christmas season. Now, you saw how easy it was to make. It cost me only $2 because of the frames, but I already had them on hand, and I want to hear what do you guys think about these. Would you try them? Would you recreate them? Just tell me in the comments. Wooden Christmas tree. Okay, for this one, I'm taking these 3 triangle frames from the Dollar Tree. They used to have succulents in the middle, but I took them off for a previous project. And then now I cut out 3 triangles to put in the middle, 1 black and 2 white ones. And I'm just using a tacky glue to attach them. So after I attached them, there was a few spots on the white ones that was didn't align perfectly. I took a little bit of white paint and just painted the corners to make them look nice. After that, I am going to align them, mark where I want to put them, use a hot glue to attach them, and that's going to be pretty much it. 2 white ones in the back and 1 black one in the middle, and this beautiful, beautiful, elegant Christmas tree, wooden Christmas tree is done. So again, this was super easy, very inexpensive. It cost me $3 because of these 3 frames, but I already had them on hand. And like I said, this is another piece that is going to be part of my Christmas decor this year. I'm going very neutral, very elegant and timeless this year. And I absolutely love this one. But as always, I want to hear what you guys think about this one. Beaded ornaments. These are super simple to make. So first I'm taking 2 large ones, 4 middle ones, and 4 smaller ornament beads. And I got some from the Dollar Tree and some were wooden ones. So I put them on a skewer and I'm going to give them 1 coat of this acrylic outdoor paint. That one has a sealer on it, so I really, really like it. It has a little bit of shine to it. When everything was done and dried, I'm going to go ahead and take a jute wine, a little bit of hot glue on the end, just to be able to easily thread it through. And first I'm taking 1 small one, 1 middle one, and then 1 large one. And then I'm going back to 1 middle one and 1 smaller one. And that's all I'm going to need for this first one. I am creating 2 knots on the bottom, so it doesn't fall off, and I am cutting off the excess. And then on top I'm creating a loop, wrapping it a few times around and creating 2 knots to make sure to secure it really well. I'm adding a little dab of hot glue just for extra security, and after that I'm cutting off the excess. And I did the same thing with another set of beads, and this is how they look like. Aren't they cute? How sometimes the simplest project is the cutest, and those are the projects that I like. Those are the decor pieces that I like. If you're following my channel, you know that I like simple things, minimal things, and this is one of those. I really, really like these, and I think they couldn't be simple to make. Both of them cost me, I don't know, 25 cents maybe to make, but I want to hear, as always, what do you think about this one? If you're on social media, come find me. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Come and say hi, introduce yourself. I would love to get to know you. Also, I would like to remind you that my regular upload times are Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Unless something changes, those are the times I would love to have you. Okay, cone Christmas tree. For this one, I am taking this cone that I created from a cardboard, but you can use styrofoam cone that Dollar Tree sells. And I'm taking this clothesline that I had on hand, but I know Dollar Tree has them, sell them for $1, of course. First, I'm adding a little bit of hot glue at the end because this one unravels a lot, and I am cutting off the excess, and now I am hot gluing it and just going and starting to wrap it, adding hot glue along the way. And now overlapping at the beginning to make sure it's not as visible, and going on and on, wrapping it somewhere until the middle approximately. And I'm going to show you in just a second. Here it is. And now I decided to go ahead and skip rows. So I am actually wrapping around, but skipping rows. My first idea was to add a rope of a different color. That's why I actually skipped the ropes. But for what I ended up doing, you don't need to skip the rows. Actually, you can just go ahead and add pins like I did, and I'll show you in just a minute. So I did this for just few rows, and then I continued just gluing it next to each other. This is how it looked like. And the next step will be to take these thumbtacks. The only ones that I had were golden ones, so I had to paint them. I put them all in a cardboard, and I took a black acrylic paint. It took me 3 coats to paint them to be completely dark. But if you have dark ones, you can skip completely this step. I did not have any other ones. So you see me over here, I actually first just straight painted, and I started dabbing, going onwards. And I needed, like I said, 3 coats. So I dried between the coats with my heat gun. And then after it was done, I used the Mod Podge to seal it. Okay, now that I have it all nice and sealed, I started putting them onto the Christmas tree on those empty spaces. So like I said, this is not necessary. You can certainly cover it all in rope and just put it in between ropes. That will work as well. It will be probably easier. So when I was done with everything, this is how it looks like. Another timeless, beautiful black and white Christmas decor. minimal, and I absolutely love it. This is definitely one that I'm going to be using this year. And also, it was very inexpensive to make. It cost me maybe $1, maybe not that much. Either way, I want to hear what you guys think about this one. And the last one is tabletop Christmas tree. So for this one, I am using some white fabric that I had on hand. I am creating a triangle, actually two of them, and I'm cutting them out. After I had them both cut out, I'm gonna put wrong side outside, and I will hot glue them with my hot glue gun and fabric glue. And this is by Sherbonder. I absolutely love both of those. So after I was done gluing it, I'm just putting it inside out, and I'm just putting a cardboard piece inside because I'm going to be using a fabric markers by Arteza. The first one I'm using is darker gray, and I'm going to start writing Merry Christmas. I'm just freehanding it. You can certainly use your cutting machine or any stencils that you have. This is what I did. Then I'm taking a green one and I'm creating a vine, and after I was done with that one, I went over it with a gray one. Actually, it's really dark gray, almost like a black one. And then I'm taking very, very dark red, putting 3 dots in the middle, like berries. And then after that, I'm stuffing it with the pillow stuffing that I had on hand. And I'm closing off that gap on the bottom, that opening on the bottom, but not all the way. I wanted to leave one little piece in the middle, not closed. And that is where I'm going to put the wooden dowel. This is the dowel from the Dollar Tree. So I'm putting it in, and I am using a hot glue to secure it in place. And now I'm just going to take this wood round from Arteza that I had on hand, and I'm just attaching this Christmas tree to it. And that's it. This cute tabletop Christmas tree is done. Now this is so customizable. You can create any way you want. You can make it as big or as small as you want, and you can put on it anything you want. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it. It means so much to me, and it helps my channel. And also, if you're new, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. I love all things budget, so I hope you will like them. And now I want to hear from you. Which one was your favorite? Out of all this, is there something that you would like to recreate or change? And if you're new, tell me in a comment, say hi, and tell me a few words about yourself. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.